Okay, folks, this one's ingrained in our culture, and it's not a thing that I particularly like. It's really boring and stupid. The news channels like Channel 9 absolutely relish it, and they prioritise it, and people like myself, well, we don't matter. Well, this is shit. I don't know how we're going to make this one look. It's a real institution and so many people follow it. It's not funny, and I really get over it. And I found this one, so I'm not going to buy one. This one's really... See how we go with it, folks. It's a real institution here in Australia. I really hate it. And I just got something on the glass from a previous demo. I'm just going to put it over here, on top of the pile. This is it. I'll just show you there. You just got a glimpse of it, folks. Anyway, enough of that. This is what we're photocopying. It's a fucking football, okay? A footy. Because people love footy. Footy is the game of choice for so many people. I hate footy, folks. I fucking hate it. It's so boring and numbingly boring. It's not fucking funny. And yet people treat it like it's fucking... It's like something really, really... Something to worship. Fucking something to really aspire to. And I really hate footy. I was never brought up to love it. That was one thing. My parents brought me up to hate, to despise this game. And they've done a good job. But they used to appreciate soccer and cricket, and my brother used to play soccer and cricket, but my parents never approved of footy, as it's commonly referred to as, and that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we could utilise that, or maybe we're going to enlarge, going to move it across, maybe move it up higher, and sort of, but we need to make a master copy anyway. But footy is indeed an institution in this country, folks. If you're not familiar with Australian culture, this is a game that is indeed ingrained in our society. And if you're not a footy fan, you're not fucking, you're not a part of the group mentality, I guess you could say. I've never liked, as I said, I've never liked footy. I've never appreciated it. As I said, my parents brought us up to hate it. Just going to squash it down. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. Quite a nice, interesting positioning of this piece of shit. Going to push it up a bit higher, but we may not just take the whole footy, we're just going to take parts of it, as we often do in my demos, commonly. So I just moved it up a bit. I'm not going to push it down, I don't think I need to. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. But yeah, footy is indeed an Australian institution, you could say, just as much as gridiron is the American equivalent. That's come up looking quite interesting. Sharon, it's a company's company, the name of this footy equipment is Sharon. Very popular. I don't know if the current football footy matches have this brand. I think they've got another one I've seen it called Steeden. Sometimes I do just have it on because there's nothing else on. Watching Channel 9, I'm trying to get my work into the limelight. And I just watch a bit of TV because I'm just a bit bored. I've got nothing else better to do right while I'm at it. I still work. I do have it on in the background, actually. Normally, I don't actually watch it on its own. I don't actually sit there and zone out like most people do. I just have it on because I need a bit of background. Gonna maybe enlarge it a bit less on the horizontal. Maybe we'll make it a bit smaller. Yeah, sometimes I do get quiet times at the computer. But normally I watch TV as a background thing rather than a central thing. I don't get into the programming, and I'm going to maybe take a little bit of artistic license. I'm going to enlarge that more on the horizontal than the vertical. Yeah, I do think maybe we've made it. It's this side, so I did do it wrong. I do need to maybe make less enlargement. Maybe we'll move it across. But yeah, I just hate footy. I'm just going to use my camera hand while I'm at it, just to slide it across. Maybe, going to see how it looks. Yeah, that's come up looking better. I do think we're going to move it across again and maybe enlarge it more on the horizontal again. So I'm just going to use my camera hand to help slide it across like so. I'm going to make the vertical, actually the vertical's on a lower size. I'm going to leave it like that. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's come up looking a lot better now, I do think. Okay, so this is looking good. Our footy adapted for photocopier art. Yeah, I do spend most of my time watching YouTube videos. Normally that's what I use. I can't totally, even though I put the TV on because it's quiet, I typically can't focus on watching the TV on its own, even though it does add a little bit of background ambience, because it gets very quiet living on my own, and Yeah, and I find TV really boring, and footy is really dull. It's a real dullards game, and I just have it on, in the background. It gets lonely, folks. I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi through the Channel 9 6 o'clock news, and they put too much sport in general on the. They prioritise it too often. They don't even restrict the sport to the sport bulletin. For some reason, they feel like they want to spread it out and use other parts of the bulletin that could otherwise be supporting what I'm doing. And really, it drives me nuts, folks. This shit. Football is shit. Footy is crap. Sorry, folks. If you like footy, I don't care. I'm just wearing my heart on my sleeve. I've got no time for this game. This fucking dumb game. Folks, I've got no time to be a fucking fan. I'm not a fan of anything, typically. I'm interested in building the future of photocopiers. I'm not even a fan of the photocopier industry or the companies. And that's come up looking quite a treat. Oh, look, we can just see a scrub turkey just there. Yes, they're native, and we can't kill them, or we can't cull them. They're protected. Anyway, enough about scrub turkeys. I think we can now call this quits.